In the weeks and months approaching the releases of the Pixel tablet and the Google Pixel Fold, Google honestly did a pretty darn good job of updating the vast majority of their apps to support tablet screens. This is a big problem. A lot of apps, when you open them up on a tablet, they either force you to rotate, they don't scale correctly, they weren't made for larger screens, and Google has led by example to large degrees by updating the vast majority, as I said, of their applications. However, Google is not perfect. They have not quite knocked this ball out of the park. There are a few applications that I use all the time that are still not properly optimized for these large screen devices. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 3 Google apps that are still not great on the Pixel Fold. So app number 1 is an app that most people are probably not going to be bothered by. It's not something that most people use, but I use it all the time because I am a YouTuber. This is how I make a living, so I look at this all the time. It is YouTube Studio. Basically, this application is how I keep up with everything going on my YouTube channel. I can track comments, views, all my analytics and so forth are visible in this app. And as you can see, it is pillar boxed. We have bars on either side. This application simply is not optimized for Google's own device. And let's rotate it around this way, and even still this way, it is pretty massively pillar boxed. And it's just difficult for me to imagine a company like, let's say, Apple, producing a device like this, which is tailor-made for techie content creators, people like myself who make YouTube videos, and not getting this part right. The application they're going to be using as a content creator, not having that optimized is, again, difficult for me to believe a company like Apple would do that they would make that same mistake. And because of that, when I'm on my tablet screen, I use this web app through the Hermit app to get the full desktop experience on this device. Now, of course, this does not work super well when you're on the cover display. So I wind up basically having 2 different links to use, 2 different icons depending on what screen I'm on, and that is simply not good enough. Now, the next one, as someone who does daily drive the Pixel Watch, is the Fitbit application, because that is, of course, the application that the Pixel Watch uses to track your health. You can see that it is syncing up there at the top. Actually, I had a fantastic night's sleep last night, other than the fact that I just don't get enough deep or REM sleep, whatever. We're not going to be talking about my sleep patterns in this video, but as you can see, this is also not well optimized. Now, there is apparently coming with the Pixel 2, the Pixel Watch 2, I should say. The Pixel 2 is very old. The Pixel Watch 2, an updated version of the Fitbit app. We have seen leaks of it's going to be using the new material design. So hopefully with that new version of the app, we get rid of the pillar boxing, we get a full tablet interface. And for those that may not know this or might be confused, yes, Fitbit is owned by Google. This is their app now. So guys, get this fixed. Yes, we do of course have the Pixel Watch app, which you've done a great job at optimizing. You know, this works fine on a tablet, but this is an application that you have to use alongside it because, again, it's the health tracking app for it. You got to get this fixed. And last but not least is one I've actually already made a video on showing how to fix this. I'll drop that link in the description down below so that you can see the quick fix I've done for this, but it's Google Play Books. You may be thinking, Shane, this looks absolutely fine. What's the problem? Well, if you haven't applied the fix that I have described in my video down below, which, spoiler alert, it is either to change your display settings or change your DPI to make this thing think it's on a bigger screen, you don't get the book mode. The only way you get the 2 panels, the 2 pages on your tablet, is if you actually fold the device to about that degree, and it just does not make any sense. You have the potential for such a great flexible reading experience. Google, let us tap here, let us tap here, and let us change the layout. Let us just go back and forth between full page and 2 pages on the Pixel Fold. You know who already has done this? How about Kindle? Because they've literally done exactly what I'm describing, but I would rather use the Google Play Books application because it's just what I'm used to. I can also download books and add them to it, and it's great. It's a really solid app. But let us have this flexibility. Again, you have a device that is like shaped like a book. Give us these features. It is such a no-brainer. So there you go, guys. That's where we are. Google, I think, has done overall a pretty good job, but these little things definitely get in the way. And especially, if you are talking about the people that you really want to win over, the creators, the people, the influencers, if you want to use that cringy word, some of these apps, like YouTube Studio, that they use every day, you got to get that stuff right, Google. And hopefully they will in the very near future, because I absolutely love the device otherwise. Guys, subscribe for more content just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy.